Time short, check your Hublot. As it is written, no typo. We stay lit, it's a light show.
Most High Christ bless.
Most High Christ bless.
I'm your host, Officer Uzziah, to my right.
Officer Isaiah.
To my left.
Officer Noah.
Officer Jalil.
Officer Seraphim.
Officer Maccabees.
Officer Yuri.
And this is Return of the Gods.
Sure!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, brother! We in the building! Hit the ball! Come on, brother! We in the building!
Yeah.
Yeah.
We in the building! Let's go! We in the building! 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 We in the we in the we in the building! We in the
All right. Return of the Gods episode. What episode is this?
I don't know. We don't want to botch it.
Yeah, all right. I'm thinking around 18 or 19, whatever. Plug it in, IT. But look, we fresh off the where we go? We went to New Orleans last couple of days ago. Essence Fest. Yeah, Essence Fest. And it was a whole bunch of, niggatry going on that we had to rebuke. What you see down there, officer? What you see down at Essence Fest, man? What you see?
Man, I seen a bunch of, I'm sorry. Listen, just know how people, I don't know why my mic sound dull. My mic just sound dull. Is it working?
No, you good, bro.
Am I
Go ahead.
operating?
Just talk,
Yeah.
man. Just bring it
Listen,
out, man.
It was just our people out of order, man. Black women, with all kind of colors in our head. We see that every Essence Fest,
Nah, say what you wanted to say, man, from the jump. What you see out there?
Listen. There's some holes in this
It was
house.
a whole lot. We seen a whole lot of ass out there. That's what we saw.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Women was pulling up naked. You understand what I'm saying? Basically,
That's gotta be
naked. You understand what I'm saying? So we had to go out there and correct that. What you see out there, officer?
I saw a witch when
Damn!
Hold on, bro. What you mean by that?
I saw a real live witch when we was out there. She had her spirit animal following behind her. She was trying to. She's walking around barefoot with jingle bells on her ankles. There you go, right there. Their picture. I had to get evidence.
Hold on.
I knew y'all wasn't gonna believe me if I didn't get evidence.
Can we zoom in?
Let's zoom in on this.
A little bit.
She got a bird nest on there. What the hell is that?
She got a bird nest on her head.
Going
Crazy
down.
work. Damn.
Her whole countenance is just.
She look like she sensed you taking the picture.
She was trying to hex you with that look right there.
She has the.
seen
She
you
got
from
her
another
spirit
realm.
wolf following behind her.
Hold on.
No.
Ain't no way.
Look, there go the jingle bells.
That's crazy.
Ain't no way.
You see the dog ain't got no leash.
She got somebody's soul trapped in that dog.
Yeah, that's fact. That's crazy.
No shoes on. That's not skip past. She ain't got no shoes on.
Yeah, that's wild.
Don't.
Whoa. Why y'all circling her toe like that? That's crazy. That's like a lichen foot.
Yeah, that's wild. Hey, man.
What's the like
97
That's
degrees
wild right
out
now.
there. She walking on hot concrete with bare feet.
Yeah, it was
hot as hell out there.
100 at least.
Boy,
And
ain't
she
no
didn't feel it at all.
Yeah, that was a witch, man.
Nah, she got fire resistance.
Now look. Now if you look at zoom out of the picture.
Why y'all keep?
Right, somebody got a fetish back
That's
there.
crazy.
Who got the
What's
fetish,
going
man?
on? Who that on the that's just around
Come
that
on,
Matthew?
we ain't gonna make the focus on them. Go ahead.
Look. So look. Y'all see that truck
We
right there,
repenting,
right?
we repenting.
Y'all see that truck across the street, right? So at first the sister was across on the other side of the street behind the truck. I look back, the sister popped right up on the corner. I said, what the hell? She teleported.
Damn.
Sister teleported right across the witch, man. That was a witch, bro. She popped up. First I seen the dog, then I seen her, and she popped up right in front of the truck. Like she didn't walk across the street. She just popped up there. It's witches and warlocks and where was that?
New Orleans, notorious for that.
Yeah, the voodoo and the what's it called they be doing? The Santa Maria and all that stuff. That brujeria.
Officer, I don't think that's a dog. That's like a
That's a wolf, man.
Yeah, that's a wolf. Yeah. It don't got no collar on either. No leash. But it's perfectly following her though.
Yeah, so it was going down in New Orleans. Our people crazy as hell. got witches, hoes, homos.
Man, there was a whole lot of simping going on down there, man.
Oh yeah, you
Whole
right.
lot of simping, man.
Yeah,
you know
it
what I'm
was
saying?
bad. That was bad too. Brothers
crazy.
learning the word of God, and they women coming and snatching them up by the ears and stuff.
Crazy work, man.
Bad out here, man.
Y'all,
Bad.
can I put them pictures on the screen?
Yeah, show some of the pictures that, you know what I'm saying. The prophets, of course, it's the Essence Fest, so the prophets had to invade, right? Let's get some of those pictures up.
That's right.
Yeah, so the prophets had to invade. You know what I'm saying? You got Captain Zion, Captain
Yeah.
Shem, you know what I'm saying? All the mighty men was out there. Captain Oshai, all the mighty men was out there. And, you know, we was rebuking first of all, the idolatry that was going on. And second of all, we corrected our people with the laws of God. You understand what I'm saying?
Got a few St. Louis in that picture right there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Officer Uriah.
Right.
That's
You
right.
know.
Hold on. Go back, man. Got shout out St. Louis, man. We in the building, man. Yeah, man. We got AZ on the camera. You know what I'm saying? Officer Uriah on post, man, holding it down.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Yeah, leave it right there on that picture right there. When we walking through something like the Essence Fest, which is like pro-black, right? And they see what we doing when they see the imagery, what we doing is we showing our people the truth, where they come from, because our people, they like to say like what we going through like to the Essence Fest right now. They like to say that that's our culture. You don't know New Orleans, that's New Orleans culture. No. When you see us marching through with those flags with the 12 tribes, that's our culture. Right. That's right. You know what I'm saying? And we saying things like take care of our wives and our children too. That's our culture. You understand what I'm saying? So we must show our people this visual, these righteous visuals to hopefully turn the minds of our people. Because when we went out there, guess how our sisters was dressed? They wasn't.
Right.
They wasn't dressed at all. You understand what I'm saying? And our sisters, the most beautiful thing to a man is a woman. And they just showing off everything that they got for nothing. You understand what I'm saying? We looking at the daughters of Zion basically prostituting themselves.
Yep.
You understand? They prostituting themselves. We had a set of, I was at camp 6 or 7. I think it was 6 or 7, one of them. I'm at the camp, and we was right next to the Marriott. So, you know, the Marriott Hotel, it wasn't nothing. I'm noticing 90% of the people getting dropped off at the Marriott was black women, half naked. So you know what they was getting dropped off for. You understand what I'm saying? They was catching flights down there, trying to make some money. Just walking up and down Canal Street ain't nothing but a hoe stroller in the Essence Fest. That's all it is.
Yep.
You understand? And I seen old women in their 50s, naked.
Yep.
Basically naked. You understand what I'm saying? So us showing a righteous example is a must in these last days. Y'all got anything else y'all want to say on that?
Nah. I'm good.
All right. Hold up. Did you post a video in there? About the Essence Fest. Jill Scott, I think she did the national anthem
Oh yeah.
at the Essence Fest.
It was good.
Yeah. She said some good stuff. She changed it a little bit. I want to play it just to show.
Is that this year or the?
I think I heard it
this year?
before.
I think
Did this from 3 days ago.
3 days.
Did they posted 3 days ago? Was it from this year though? That one, I don't know if it was from here. But
Let me double check.
Yeah,
it don't
I
matter.
remember
Just
she
post
did
it anyway.
something
Just
like
play
that
it.
before.
Just play it. I want to show like, because this don't come, the lyrics that she chose in this in the anthem that she was singing, it don't come out of osmosis. You understand what I'm saying? Don't think what we doing not doing no damage. It's doing damage. It's causing our people to rethink why we here in America, why we here in Babylon the Great. You understand what I'm saying? And our people are going to use their talents to bring forth the message. You understand what I'm saying? But y'all got that? Put it in there?
Yeah, it's from 2023.
It's from 2023. All right, this is from 2023. Let's see what she said. Let's play it real quick.
All right, go ahead and mute that music.
Now, this is from the Essence Fest from 2023. But, you know, we've been at the Essence Fest for years.
Right.
You understand? For at least, 10 years?
Yeah, at least the last 8 years.
Yeah,
at least.
every year, Israel United in Christ is at the Essence Fest,
That's right.
rebuking all imaginations. So don't think it's not doing nothing. It's taking effect. Go ahead and play with the sister singing.
By the blood in the streets, that this place doesn't smile on you, colored child, whose blood built this land with sweat and their hands. But you'll die in this place, and your memory reigns. Oh, say, does this truth hold any weight? This is not the land of the free, but the home of the slaves.
So
Nice.
That was
yeah,
fun.
what you got to say about that, Saraf? 'Cause I seen you over there with your mouth open. What you got to say about it?
Yeah, I ain't got nothing to say about it. I was just saying, man, that's nice, and it's like a breath of fresh air to see that some ladies, some of our black women got some type of common sense. Even though this was 2 years ago, I forgot about that, but that's some good stuff right there, for sure.
Anything else anybody
Yeah,
want to say?
hey, that remind me of because she pretty much took the national anthem and put the real spin on it. Just like remember with Nate Parker when he did Birth of a Nation. Birth of a Nation was a racist movie with the Ku Klux Klan and them tarnishing the image of the Negro in America. So the same way that the national anthem is racist as hell, and they when they play all the stanzas in the song, it show how racist it really is. Now we got our women this rising up and putting the real spin on and telling the truth behind the whitewashing and the racism that America blatantly has for our people.
Yeah,
Right.
I think that's the third. Yeah, the third stanza got the racist part in it when they talk about no refuge could help the hireling and the slave. Their blood was washed out or something like that from the grave. Supposedly during the 1812 war, I think that's what it was, between America and Britain. Britain was offering slaves and blacks freedom if they fought on their side. So you had a bunch of slaves, black slaves, that went and fought on the British behalf for their freedom. You know, and they ended up losing the war, but the Star Spangled Banner was written in mockery, especially the third verse, written in mockery of black people. So we need to stop singing that damn song. I like what she did. Those
Right,
good
y'all got
twists.
that? Can y'all pull them lyrics up, the third stanza? But while they finding that, give me that Psalms 83 in verse 4, because she said something in there. She said it's the home of the slave, and our memories would be erased. You understand what I'm saying? Read that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 4.
When we go down to the Essence Fest and we trying to cause our people to remember their heritage. You understand what I'm saying? We trying to bring back the remembrance of what they've lost. This is what was stripped from us. Go ahead.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
We've forgotten that us so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are a nation of people. We one people. Go ahead.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Read that part again.
that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Israel, that's our name. That's our nation. That is what's been stripped from us. So guess what? Once your name is stripped from you, guess what else is being stripped from you? Your culture, your way of life, the way you think. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, when we come out there with the flags and we marching and we singing, you understand? And we causing our people to get back to their true spirituality. You understand? Because you know the black people always like to say they spiritual. You understand what I'm saying? Let's see what God says spiritual is real quick. Give me that in Romans about what's spiritual. Come on.
The book of Romans, chapter 7 and verse 14. For we know that the law is spiritual.
God's law is what makes us as a people spiritual. And only with God's law are we going to come back to our nationality, our real nationality, our true nationality as the Israelites. Go ahead.
But I am carnal, sold under sin.
And that's what we seen our people in a carnal mindset down at the Essence Fest in the midst of their sins. Why? Because their name has been stripped from them. You understand? Y'all got anything else y'all want to say on that?
Yeah, let me get a scripture on that. Get Isaiah 59:11. Because when the sister was singing, and I heard Jill Scott music before, she can sing. She known to be a good singer, but she known for singing with a lot of passion and stuff. But when I heard her singing this is what it made me It reminded me of. Read that again. I'll read Isaiah 59:11.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 59 and verse 11.
Why he sound like he in a box? Read what you got.
We roar all like bears.
It says we roar all like bears. That's the anger that you can hear in her voice.
Right.
That's the anger that you hear when she's singing in those words, the blood in the streets and all of that. Read.
And mourn sore like doves.
And that's the sadness. You can hear the anger and the sadness in her voice when she's singing. Right? That's what we hearing. Read.
We look for judgment, but there is none. For salvation, but it is far off from us.
Right. That's why people are mourning roaring like bears and mourning like doves. Because we have never been treated fairly here in America. And that's why the sister's singing like that. You can hear all the emotion in her voice. Our people have never been treated fairly here. We have only thing we ever received here in America was death, slavery, and oppression. So that's what it reminded me of when the sister was singing.
Hey, no, that's a great point. I mean, it ain't even how you sing. Everybody can sing. It's what you saying when you sing.
Right.
That's the effect on it. Like what she said had volume to it. You understand? And people can feel it, you know, through the lyrics, what she's saying, because we all can relate to that. You understand? Those are things that you don't hear in the record labels often. But what she did was spiritual, and she reminded me of, sister said, black women don't got a voice. You do got a voice.
Right.
When you speaking right.
Bring it out.
That's the voice you're supposed to have. You understand? Read Judges 5.
They that are delivered from the noise of archers, in the places of drawing water.
The places of drawing water is America. That's what she was singing about, us being in slavery. Now this is Deborah talking here, right? We gonna be delivered from the places of drawing water. We drew water. The Big Dipper, Little Dipper. We were slaves. Come on.
There shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord.
Well, you see that now, like you were saying. We have an effect. We are rehearsing the righteous acts of the Lord, keeping the Sabbath, the new moons. Read.
Even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his villages in Israel.
Come on.
Then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gates. Awake, awake.
You see that? That's what we're doing. We awaken. We awaken. Read.
Deborah,
awake. Do what?
Awake. Utter a song.
Utter what?
A song.
See that? These are songs of deliverance that our sisters used to sing. So black women have a voice when they singing of righteousness. Utter a song in what?
Arise, Barak, and lead thy captivity captive.
Lead captivity captive. What does that look like? Real quick, Ephesians 4:8. Christ did this. So she was singing to the man to lead captivity captive. What does that mean, to lead captivity captive? Ephesians 4:8. Come on.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 4 and verse 8.
Let's go.
Wherefore he saith, when he ascended up on high,
come on,
he led captivity captive.
So Christ led us while we was in slavery, while he was captive also. We in captivity leading our people while we captive also. That's what the sister was singing about. Us delivering our people while we captive. leading captivity captive, like our Lord and Messiah, the black Messiah. That's it.
Right, give me that in Baruch chapter 4. Baruch chapter 4 and read verse 6. Because guess what? Even though we here and we slaves, you understand? The Lord didn't send us here to destroy us. We'll go ahead and read that, Baruch 4 and 6. Come on.
The book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 6. You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction.
Not for our destruction. He didn't want to destroy us. Go ahead.
But because ye moved God to wrath.
Read that part again.
But because ye moved God to wrath.
See that we here under our own disobedience. That's why we here, because we move God to wrath. You do anything outside of what you don't want to follow your parents' rules. Well, our father is God. Guess what He gonna do? He gonna judge us. You gonna discipline us. So we are being disciplined over here. Go ahead.
You were delivered unto the enemies.
Unto who?
The enemies.
That's what we got to realize, that we are surrounded by our enemies. They want us in sin. Your enemy doesn't want you righteous. They want you in sin. Read.
For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to God.
Sacrificing to who?
Unto devils and not to God.
That's what we seen in our people down at the Essence Fest. You understand what I'm saying? They're in the midst of all kinds of the idolatry. You understand? They sacrifice the devils. Go ahead.
Ye have forgotten the everlasting God.
We have what?
Forgotten the everlasting God.
That's why it's important for us to march down Canal Street with the flags, with the banners, with our the culture that we was given by God. You understand? Read.
Ye have forgotten the everlasting God that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you.
You see that? So that's our message when we go down to the. That's why we go down to the Essence Fest every year to wake our people up. Y'all got something?
Hey, pull up that article I just put up in there, because we talking about the Essence Fest. We talking about how she sung this song to uplift black people, but even though she had that little time to do that, at the end of the day, there still works behind the scenes to where all of this could not be fully for our people. Pull that article up.
It just popped up. What phone you got, bro?
That's what he said. You got an Android?
Hey, pull that up. So when we was out there, it wasn't as many people as usually out there, because it was supposed to be a boycott of the Essence Fest. Now, Jill Scott, she did that a couple years ago. This year was supposed to be a boycott. Now, scroll down a little bit. We're going to see why it was boycotted. Read that right there.
Target's DEI rollback sparks boycott and public outrage.
So, Target is supposed to be a big sponsor of the Essence Fest. Now, the problem with that is Target. Matter of fact, keep reading. We're going to talk about it.
In January 2025, Target quietly announced it would end several DEI programs, including those advancing black employees, anti-racism training, and efforts to boost black-owned brands.
So, Target's basically saying that they are no longer going to
accommodate
black people. Right. So when we out there and we teaching, you are seeing all black men, and this is pushed by only black men and black women. But when our people go to the Essence Fest, they look at us and saying that we are interrupting black unity. But the Essence Fest would not have taken place without Target sponsorship. Now go to Mark chapter, because at the end of the day, these people hate us. And like the scriptures say, a nation divided cannot stand. You know what I'm saying? This will not last forever. Black people and white people will not get along forever under this Essence Fest, because it's not backed by our people fully. They are saying what can and cannot be done while black people come together. Read that.
The book of Mark, chapter 7 and verse 25. For a certain woman whose young daughter had an unclean spirit heard of him, and came and fell at his feet.
Read.
The woman was a Greek, a Syrophoenician by nation, And she besought him that he would cast forth the devil out of her daughter.
Read.
But Jesus said unto her, Let the children first be filled, for it is not meet to take the children's bread and to cast it unto the dogs.
Read.
And she answered and said unto him, Yes, Lord. Yet the dogs under the table eat of the children's crumbs.
And this is the mindset that our people got. Our people are eating from the crumbs and they feel like they really doing something. But at the end of the day, the people that hate them, if they don't send them money, none of these things will actually take place. We at the foot of our enemies to get all things done.
They supposed to be eating our crumbs. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's really supposed to be.
What's they supposed to be eating?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Hey, listen, we supposed to be at the table. They supposed to be eating the crumbs.
Right.
That's the point, right? You know what I'm saying? So
thank you for cleaning it up.
the
man.
reason,
Thank you.
all right, I'll praise it. Listen, the reason why it's like that, the reason why we at the bottom is because we breaking God's laws. The whole reason we gotta go, we have to go to our enemies like Target to even sponsor the Essence Fest is because we breaking the commandments. We talking about black unity at an Essence Fest that we doing on the Lord's Sabbath day. We supposed to be keeping the Sabbath day. That's where black unity start. You know what I'm saying? Look at in Exodus 20 real quick. That's where black unity start, on the Sabbath day, right? Keeping the Lord's Sabbath day holy as it is written in the Bible. You got that?
The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 8. Let's go. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Right. God says to remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Not the damn Essence Fest. You know what I'm saying? Not the little booty concert. All these things we do on the Sabbath day, or, you know, even the things like you said, the Essence Fest, right? Like we talking about, the things that we try to use to bring together black people, it's not going to prosper because we ain't even keeping the Lord's Sabbath day. You know what I'm saying? It's just not going to happen. Black unity start with keeping the Lord's Sabbath day. That's where it started.
Hey, and what's sad is all of these celebrities is there that's black people. They can't put their money together to get a stage and to put on the show. But unless Target pays them, they will not show up for a Black Unity Festival.
Right.
And that's what our people don't understand.
And they remind me, remember the other week we was trying to go to that event, and the brother kicked us out of the event because he said we was going to interrupt his what did he say? His Fortune 500 sponsors.
Damn.
Yeah, this Fortune
Right.
500, the white man. That's what it was. So yeah, it's the same
Yeah,
stuff.
Fortune 500 sponsors on Martin Luther King and what was that, Skinker?
Yeah.
Hell out of here, man.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
You know, you from St. Louis, you know that. You know what I'm talking about. Hell out of here with
Crazy
that.
work.
You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Stop the cap.
Anyway, our people got to come back to God's laws. Now, let's move on to the Caucacity report. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what these crackers doing. I mean, Edomites,
Caucasoids.
Caucasoids. See what they doing.
You can see towards master right.
What the hell going on? Start over, man. Start over. Let's see what's going
All
on.
right, hold on. Yeah, that's a thermometer.
That's crazy.
So the white woman done put a thermometer in her mouth. Let's see what she do with it.
That's crazy.
She hops on top of the horse. This is your neighborhood Karen. This is Kate. She sticks her face in a horse's ass.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
And these are the people that we learn righteousness from.
Back
You
out of
learn
that, back
righteousness
out of
from these people. When you in a Christian church, that's who you learning righteousness from. They do stuff like this in their spare time. For fun. It was for fun.
That's bestiality.
that. Bro,
This is
You gotta get rid of her and the horse.
how comfortable is this horse?
no, the horse is defiled. You got to kill that horse.
But how comfortable is this horse right now? You understand
you
what
got
I'm
to
saying?
put that horse down.
I know that. But listen to me. This is what I'm trying
I
to
get
do.
what you're saying.
They groomed.
Why
they groomed
is this
that horse?
You understand what I'm saying?
They groomed that
Why
horse.
this horse ain't kick her in the face?
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Why are you gay?
You understand what I'm saying? She's defiled that animal.
She hazed that horse.
Yeah, that horse is confused.
She hazed that.
You know.
That's crazy.
Hey, man.
Yeah, take that off the screen.
Yeah. Get that off screen. All right, man. Let's move on, man. We got to do this for our people, just to remind them weekly that the white man is the devil and he is disgusting. These Caucasoids that you love so much, this is what they doing that they ain't gonna never tell you about it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then a kiss a black man in the mouth after that.
Right after she married to a black man.
Dang.
He's filming that.
She looked like the lady from the movie Holes and the black dude. She was a school teacher. He said, I can fix that.
Man.
That's crazy.
Hell no.
Play that other video.
Dang, that's a question I have to really think about. What's one you hate about white people?
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That y'all stink. Some of y'all don't stink.
That we don't stink?
Nah, like some of y'all do smell like wet dog, but like some of y'all don't.
They all
like
stink.
for you smell good.
They all smell
thank
like
you.
Lassie.
Thank God. You tell me if I stink.
I would.
I appreciate that. I like real.
That's how use a rag or you use the bar.
I don't use a rag. And actually, you know what's funny? I don't use soap every time I bathe because it's not good for you. It kills all the good microorganisms on your skin and the bad ones. So for me, like I only wash when I really need to. But I always like clean with water. But water is it's a form of like cleaning.
What's one stereotype?
Boy, ain't no way.
She got crabs.
Bro,
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
you see how the Negro
That's
just lied
crazy.
that fast?
He knows
You know,
she stink.
You're like, right. He said that
He
y'all
tried
all
his
don't
best to make it
stink.
through that video.
Man, look, she
Smell like a
she
mutt
went
right
she
now.
went right away and debunked what he said right away. He said, "Do you rag on rags?" She said, "No, I don't use a rag, and I don't use soap. I just hop in the water."
That's crazy. That's why they smell like wet dog. Hey, man, get Hebrews 12, man. 16, man.
Let's go.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hebrews 12 and 16,
She
man.
look like she smelled like a Saint Bernard that's been running all day.
Yeah.
Wow,
The book of
man.
Hebrews.
12 and 16.
Hold on. Read. When did I read us, Rob?
Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
So, for those who don't know, Esau is the white man, right? The Bible say, lest there be any fornicator or profane person. We just saw two examples of that from the white woman. You know what I'm saying? The poodle. You know what I'm saying? The female poodle, right? We just saw two examples of that. These people profane as hell, and they fornicate. This is why people learn they disgusting ways from, right? All of the fornicating, boyfriend and girlfriend and kissing and all that. When you watch their movies, they always got a damn sex scene. You know what I'm saying? They always got a sex scene.
And give me verse 17. Come on.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 6 and verse 17. Wherefore, come out from among them and be ye
Hear
separate.
what God said? God said we got to separate from these Cane Corso, German Shepherd, Golden Retriever looking women.
Collies.
Yeah, all of these dogs. We got to separate from them. Read.
Wherefore, come out from among them and be ye separate, saith the Lord.
No, I just made that up.
Saith the Lord.
This is in the Holy Bible. Come out from among them. God said to do so.
Yeah.
You understand? Read.
And touch not the unclean thing.
God said them as a people, as a nation, they are unclean. These are unclean people. You understand? Read.
And I will receive
You
you.
won't be received until you come away from up under all of their ways.
Right.
You understand? We got any more?
Yeah, play that clip I put in there, that YouTube clip in the Caucacity report. Unmute the tab.
All right, so paint the scene. What we looking at? What we looking at right now?
All right. So right now, this is a clip from the show Shogun, and you got this. What was he in the show? He was a Portuguese, a Protestant English maritime pilot. So he was coming to Japan to try to establish a trade route, and then so he ended up coming in contact with the people. Now they got him amongst them.
But who did he come with? He came with some Christians, right?
Yeah. He came with a crew. He was a Protestant, and then you had the Christians that they was beefing with. So it's
Okay.
two white
Right,
men
right.
that was beefing.
Right.
But now
Okay.
this one particular, he's amongst the Japanese, and they trying to get his smell right because they funky and they nasty, and they trying to correct this barbarous behavior.
Nah, you
All right?
know you got to be nasty if Moab trying to correct you.
Yeah.
They like damn, you know what I'm saying? He came into the camp and they were like, God, they were like, damn.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right, so run the scene, man. Run the scene.
These women can assist you in preparation for your bath.
Thank you, but I've already bathed.
Who? In the prison?
No, in the village.
But that was some time ago.
What, two baths in a week? What, do you want me to catch the flux?
These women
See
can
that?
assist you in
He was like 2 baths in a week. That sound eerily similar to what that female dog just said.
Yeah, she said if you bathe too much, you gonna wipe away the
good
good
bacteria.
What?
Boy, ain't no way.
I ain't never heard of that.
Boy, ain't no
She
way.
said
boy.
the good bacteria. So pretty much what this dude was saying is like, I'm gonna get sick if I wash my ass too much.
Bruh.
And his daughter, way down the line, got that same mindset.
Hey man, the Lord know what he meant when he told us to separate from them. You understand? It was for a reason. It's because they are the lowest of the people. You understand? They came out of they Caucasian. They came out of the caves eating lice out of it and wearing their underwear till it disintegrated.
Yeah.
You understand? Their scholars will tell you that. Right. You know what I'm saying? This ain't stuff we making up. You know? We just letting you know that God said it too. You understand? And now our people hold them to the utmost respect. Right. You know, even in our slavery, we still was clean. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you watch any of those old slave movies, they depicting or trying to capture the time frame, we was always still clean. Like even in what was the movie we just watched, Sinners?
Yep.
Right? This was the 1930s or whatever. That's the time period, the time frame. Early in the scenes, it's shown the black woman washing something. You understand what I'm saying? You don't never see nothing about. I read some. I'm gonna bring some books out. I got some books. You understand what I'm saying? They don't wash them. They hate water.
Damn.
They hate water, just like that white woman. She basically said that she don't like water. You know, she only wash when she have to. You know what I'm saying?
You ever know that if you ever had a dog and you try to bathe your dog, he be trying to run out the tub?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fact.
That's crazy.
Damn.
Hey, can I get a script man, real quick? Job 30:1, man. You know what I'm saying? Job 30:1, man. Like these. Yeah, man.
Let's go.
The book of Job, chapter 30 and verse 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock.
You see that? You can't even have Esau around your damn animals. You know what I'm saying? Because they go, you see what she did to that horse. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So these are the people that our people look at such high esteem. You know what I'm saying? They look to these people as God, when everything they do is ungodlike. You know what I'm saying? Everything they do is just the lowest of the low. You know what I'm saying? The whole way they operate, their whole operating system is just low. It's just the stain is disgusting. It's profane. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Man, listen, man.
Only when you come back to God, you're able to see that.
Right.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? When you start applying the law, statutes, and commandments of God, you start to see things clearly. Did you have something?
Yes, sir. Go to 1 Ezra chapter 8 and verse 83.
Let's go.
Everything we seeing right now is what God had already wrote centuries ago. That he had ordained to be written centuries ago, thousands of years ago. You know, we gotta be retaught and relearn. This is why this Caucasian report stuff is good. The Caucasoid report is good. You know, God already told us that they was unclean. Read what you got.
The book of 1 Ezra, chapter 8 and verse 83. That the land which ye which ye enter into to possess as an heritage, is a land polluted with the pollutions of the strangers of the land.
So the land was already polluted by the nations. How was the land polluted? Like what we just saw that white woman do, stuck a thermometer up a horse's rectum. What's going on here?
With her mouth.
With her mouth.
With her mouth. The animal is the foul. You gotta get rid of the animal, the land, everything.
Bruh.
Her, everything gotta go. The land was the foul. Come on.
And they have filled it with their uncleanness.
With their what?
Uncleanness.
These nations are unclean. Next verse.
Therefore, now shall ye not join your daughters unto their sons.
Why? Because they unclean. They nasty. Come on.
Neither shall ye take their daughters unto your sons.
Jump down to verse 87.
Verse 87.
Let's see what God further calls them or refer to them as. Come on.
And didst give unto us such a root. But we have turned back again to transgress thy law.
That's some of you Negroes and you black women today. Y'all still haven't learned y'all lesson. We saw a white man making a sister eat raw meat.
Damn.
Some of us ain't learned our lesson yet. Read it again.
And didst give unto us such a root. But we have turned back again to transgress thy law.
By doing what?
And to mingle ourselves with the uncleanness of the nations of the land.
You see what God calls these Caucasians? You see what God calls all the nations outside of Israel? The uncleanness of the nations. Sister say, yeah, all you need is water. The lady say, all you need is water. No soap. People crazy.
She probably use soap once a month.
Ugh.
Hey, I saw that what you talk about when she was eating that raw
raw ground beef, yeah.
Bruh. Esau know they can get a Negro to do something just because he white. You know what I'm saying? They know that. And you Negroes fall for it every time. That's why you do it. You do it because a brother would have never got her to eat. A brother would have never got her to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A brother would have never got her to do that because
she'd have been looking at him crazy.
Yeah, but because it was a white man, she did it, and she act like she enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying?
God's laws are to protect us.
Hey man, it's 2025, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta
Come on,
talk
read
about
that. Leviticus 18:23. Come on, brother.
The book of Leviticus.
Read the scripture.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 18 and verse 23. Neither shalt thou lie with any beast to defile thyself therewith.
Come on.
Neither shall any woman stand before a beast to lie down thereto. It is confusion.
Now, when you see that white woman put the thermometer in that horse butt with her mouth, you already know that there was some confusion going on before that even happened. You understand? There was some confusion going on before that even happened. God said, don't do it. You understand? Jump over to chapter 20 and read verse 15. Come on.
Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 15. And if a man lie with a beast, he shall surely be put to death.
He shall be what?
Be put to death.
Listen, we're not bringing none of them to the kingdom, man. Look at them. Look at what they doing now.
Yeah.
Y'all want to bring them to the kingdom. It's not happening. It's not happening. Read.
And ye shall slay the beast.
Come on.
And if a woman approach unto any beast and lie down thereto, thou shalt kill the woman and the beast. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them.
God is straightforward with this. Don't be playing with no animals. You understand? Now, we got anything else?
Oh yeah, we had the rock concert.
Mosh pit.
Yeah.
Mosh pit. We going all the way. All right, go ahead, throw it up there.
Go ahead, man. Listen, man. We got to reveal them, man. We got to let our people see them, man. You know? It is what it is. Let's get the video, man. See, we watching Esau in a rough form. We watching them in rough form. So now this a rock concert. And look at how he talking.
Look how he look. He just look like he stink.
Look at how Satan is orchestrating his children. Got the American flag on. Like, you got to look at all this. You got to see it for what it is.
I want you to kill
tattoos.
Look at the words he's using. Rewind, play. Go back like 15 seconds.
Everyone over there.
Look at what he's saying.
I want you to kill everyone over there.
This nigga crazy.
And I want you to kill everybody over there. And nobody
It's a damn
goes until
ritual.
I say. Hold! Hold!
This is YN behavior.
Look at this, man. Look at these demons.
Right. Hooks, elbows, RKOs.
Man, these the real thugs right here, man. You know what I'm saying? These hoodlums.
Right, look at
These your CEOs,
Right. Doctors, lawyers,
right? Your managers,
judges. You know what I'm saying? Police chiefs.
right? Your police, right? The firemen.
Right.
Wayne, no way.
FBI agents, CIA.
Wayne, no way.
You understand? Your politicians. That's who we looking at right here. All your lawmakers. You understand? That's who we looking at. All right, stop.
36 Mafia
That's
ain't
crazy.
got nothing on them.
hold on, play it again,
36
play it
ain't
again.
got nothing on them.
Listen, man. This is what we dealing with. And you Negroes want to marry them. You want to bring this to the kingdom. We're not bringing this confusion to the kingdom, man. It's not happening.
I know it was one nigga in that crowd
Right.
somewhere.
No,
I'm gonna go through the video.
He got
and I'm gonna
stumped
scope it
already.
out.
He got stumped out.
No, he probably he got hung after that.
He went to Clayton. I put a short in there real quick. It's a little funny clip though. This going to the white woman. The last one.
This. We want this. We love this. We want this. We love this. We need this. But this. Yeah, we don't need this.
White boy.
As a member of the African American community, we would like to humbly decline your offer. Since you don't want your own race, maybe the Hispanics will take you instead. So sorry, you have been declined.
Thank you for the referral on that, but the Hispanic community, we're gonna have to pass on that.
Praise the Lord.
As a representative of the Asian community, after careful consideration, unfortunately, we cannot take her. She will also be banned from ever taking out Chinese again. Though, we will offer her up to the Indians.
After a not so thorough examination as a member of the Indian community, we would also like to humbly deny this offer. Maybe the Egyptians would be interested.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but there's no way.
That ain't no
Pass
damn
this one back
Egyptian,
to
man.
the white boys.
No.
This.
That's it. That's all right. Yeah, ain't nobody want it.
Hey, she looked like that chick that put the thermometer in the horse ass.
That's crazy.
But yeah, we need to get back to that, where everyone's declining them.
Right.
You understand?
Because they ain't supposed to be mixing up with each other either.
Right.
The Asian man ain't supposed to be with no white woman. The Arab man ain't supposed to be. Everybody supposed to stay to themselves.
Right. Give me that Deuteronomy 32 to back you up. You know what I want? Come on, brother.
Read.
Verse 8. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32 and verse 8. When the Most High divided to the nations.
He did what?
Divided to the nations.
Go ahead.
Their inheritance. When he separated the sons of Adam.
When he did what?
Separated.
No, he kept them together.
When he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
You see that? That's how you know the whole world is out of whack. The Lord wanted all races with their own. They had their own plots and lots of land. You understand? He wanted us all separated. That's how you know this whole earth is full of confusion and is ran by the devil. And you just seen the devil on that stage.
Right.
You understand? You got something?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, officer, that don't make no sense. Because, you know, this is one common thing we get amongst Christians dealing with our people when we out there teaching. They say, God is not racist. Well, why did God make all the races? Why did he make people with different languages, with different skin color, with different eyes, with different hair textures, if he wanted everybody to be together? If that was the case, he would have just made one race. But God did not make one race, he made multiple races. Therefore, God has to be racist. It's just, but when you believe everything the white man say, you confused and now you thinking that no, color don't matter. All right, nigga.
The scriptures say, the Bible, the point was in the video, the Bible say they children of base man.
Like
the white woman is the lowest of the lowest.
Right.
You see the white boy, he was like the white words to take it. The dude got on like, hell no. The white people don't even want it.
Right.
That's
all the other nations was like, well, after careful consideration, after investigation, he was just like, no.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
You got
nah. But he was talking about because people don't believe God is racist. God don't want mixing with nothing. Look at Leviticus 19:19. I remember I was showing a brother this before. When he heard this, he understood how detailed God is.
Let's go.
Look at Leviticus 19:19. I believe that's it. Come on.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 19.
Bring it out.
Ye shall keep my statutes. Thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with a diverse kind.
See that? God don't even want the sheep to mix with the cows. Read.
Thou shalt not sow thy field with mingled seed.
You see that? That's how racist God is. He said, don't put give me strawberries, right? Strawberries natural. Okay, don't put, I'm gonna say, you said tomatoes natural? Because a lot of it is hybrid. So don't mix strawberries with tomatoes. That's the point. You understand? Don't mix nothing. Read.
Neither shall a garment mingled of linen and woolen come upon thee.
You see that? That's how racist, or that just God don't want nothing to be mixed. God separated everything from humans to the flowers to the animals. God divided everything.
Right. So all you weirdos that used to like to mix your carrots and mashed potatoes together.
Hey, bro, you crazy.
Hey, watch yourself. Watch yourself. God said everything's separate.
Look at this guy.
Hey, you know Esau be doing that. They be mixing animals like the hybrids. They be mixed breeding animals and stuff. That's crazy.
They the devil.
Yeah, it's a liger now. They got a liger.
Yeah, that's facts. Hey, can we get Matthew 25 and 31 to back up the Deuteronomy, was that 32 and 8?
Let's go.
Because the Lord separated the nations, and watch what Christ gonna do. Watch this, read.
The book of Matthew, chapter 25.
This is the New Testament, right? Read.
Matthew chapter 25 and verse 31. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory.
Right.
And before him shall be gathered all nations.
Read.
And he shall separate.
He gonna what?
He shall separate them one from another.
So it's gonna be racism in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's gonna be racism in the kingdom. The Lord gonna separate the nations. And that's how he gonna judge, right? That's it.
Hey, get 2nd Ezra chapter 5 and verse. We're gonna start at 22 because what we learning now is that the Lord, everything's not the same. You understand? Everybody are not on the same level. You understand what I'm saying? Even the things that he created, even the people. Just because we all people, we ain't all the same. We're not all on the same playing field in the eyes of God. So let's just get some context. Read that, 2nd Ezra 5:22. Come on.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 5 and verse 22. And my soul recovered the spirit of understanding, and I began to talk with the Most High again.
You see what Ezra said? He said his soul recovered the spirit of understanding. That's what the world is missing. You understand? Until you learn to keep God's law, statutes, commandment, you will never have the spirit of understanding. Go ahead.
And said, O Lord, that bearest rule of every wood of the earth, and of all the trees thereof, thou hast chosen thee one only vine.
You see that? The Lord is always about separation. He chose one vine out of all the wood. Go ahead.
And of all lands of the whole world, thou hast chosen thee one pick. And of all the flowers thereof, one lily.
Come on.
And of all the depths of the sea, thou hast filled thee one river. And of all builded cities, thou hast hallowed Zion unto thyself.
Come on.
And of all the fowls that are created, thou hast named thee one dove. And of all the cattle, that are made, thou hast provided thee one sheep.
Read.
And among all the multitudes of people,
among the what?
All the multitudes of people,
come on,
thou hast gotten thee one people.
Read.
And unto this people whom thou lovest, thou gavest a law that is approved of all.
That people is the Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You understand?
Yeah.
That's the people above all people. Those are the people that's going to rule the kingdom of heaven. You understand? Listen, you have to put the Bible in this context. And if you don't put the Bible in its proper context, you're going to misunderstand God. It just is what it is. Ain't no way around God. Ain't no way around this set of precepts right here. There's no way around it unless God schizo.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? That's why God said we must separate from them so we can see what truly he wants us to do on this planet. Because we all have a purpose. You understand? And one of our purposes is to identify who the devil is and keep away from him. You understand? All right. You got something? All right. What we moving on to next, man?
That's right.
We do this every episode. We get on the Caucacity report for too damn long.
Y'all racist. Let me stop.
Listen, man. Let's get the local news. Let's get some local news, man. Let's get some local news.
Side of the 4th of July weekend, a time that is usually very busy for our local police officers. This year, they made a new approach, though. And this morning, we're getting an idea of just how many arrests police performed inside the city during the celebration.
Yeah, leading up to that, we were all like, okay, let's keep downtown safe. Our city stalwart is joining us live from our downtown deck this morning. And Sydney, I know that you've been digging into some numbers. What are police reporting?
Well, guys, we know every year between the illegal fireworks and firearms that are brought into the city, St. Louis police are usually kept very busy on patrol, and downtown is usually the hotspot for arrests. This morning, our newsroom has learned almost 90 people were arrested over the 4th of July holiday weekend, and most concerning, more than half of those people were minors. Still, considering that, the St. Louis police chief is saying that this year wasn't as bad as years past. Go ahead and look at your screen. We have some video of some of the action we saw overnight during the weekend downtown. You can see some of those illegal fireworks going off, leading to a dumpster fire. Take a look at those flames there downtown.
Wait a minute. Did she say illegal fireworks?
Yeah, I was peeping there earlier.
I thought that's what the 4th of July was about. Popping fireworks.
They got different type of.
Oh,
that's why it sounded like a war zone.
No, right. It's illegal to purchase and use fireworks in city limits.
Oh, in the city. Okay.
That's why you got to drive all the way out to like St. Charles, St. Peter's to get fireworks.
Okay, I got you.
But they was having firework wars. If you see they shooting across the street in their cars. Yeah. And they started a dumpster fire like some idiots.
And it'd be so many people with fireworks that the police they can't do it, but they ain't gonna stop nobody. You know, like they made so many arrests, but they would have had to arrest all of St. Louis if they was gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, play it.
Go ahead.
Fireworks going off, leading to a dumpster fire. Take a look at those flames there downtown. This year, St. Louis police have been very vocal about cracking down on crimes committed by young people. So they took a new approach. Over the weekend, police held parents accountable for their child's actions.
All black
parents issued citations to parents for things like contributing to the delinquency of a minor and discharging fireworks. Police also say that they issued conditions of release to send some of these families to social services after arrests were made. Chief Robert Tracy tells us why the switch was made and how some parents reacted.
That's a dangerous situation. You have kids that are throwing fireworks at each other and also some that have guns on them. Some parents were somewhat surprised to see children fighting off fireworks, or some possessed a deadly weapon, a firearm.
Chief Tracy also says that the department is looking into whether or not it'll use this new parental accountability tactic again at some point in the city. In our next half hour, I'm breaking down the number of arrests and the crimes that were committed. Some of them might surprise you. Stay with us here on 5 on Your Side. I'm Sydney Stallworth.
And this...
There's some good stuff right there. Holding the parents accountable.
Right.
You know, the change that'll happen.
Yeah.
You know, See, I ain't only whooping your ass, I'm whooping your parents' ass too.
How they get the fireworks off? Because you got to be 18 or older to buy. You know what I'm saying? So
you know, niggas lie, steal, and kill, but to hold their parents, you know, people gonna start raising their children right.
Exactly. That's the all praise. Lord's willing. That's
That's some good stuff right there. That's some good stuff right there. That's
my bad. Put that picture back on the screen, the one you just had. So yeah, they was arresting these. They said 90 people was arrested, and it was an article too. The article said 58 of them was juveniles. So and they said they was arresting these kids with not just fireworks, but with firearms.
Yeah.
Kids running around with guns and fireworks and shooting fireworks at each other. What you think gonna happen? Kids start shooting fireworks at each other. You hit somebody a little too, they actually get hit with one in the arm or the face or something. They gonna be ready to shoot you. That's what be happening in our streets in St. Louis. These kids crazy as hell.
Hey man, play that video.
Boy, ain't no way,
man. In the
boy, ain't no way,
topics and ideas.
Yeah, that was good.
Play it.
Yo pensé que eran juguetes.
Look at this.
Damn.
It's a rocket launcher.
We have a problem.
Right.
He said, "You."
Where they buy that at? You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, that's an ICBM missile.
Oh no, man!
They got ballistic missiles, man.
That's crazy.
I don't know what that is, man, but that's on somebody's car in somebody's driveway.
Hey, that's crazy.
He did a ballistic missile.
You know what I'm saying? I think one of them went off around my house because it
was different.
Yeah,
it was different this year. It sounded like, man, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that was last year. Yeah,
Yeah,
they was in there making them.
Can somebody find that article?
The irony of fireworks, right? Because they all missiles, right? You know, they give off the missile sounds. Bah, bah, bah. But it made me think of the movie we watched. When we all went to the movie, we seen that movie.
Civil War?
Not Civil War. We just recently watched it.
Final Destination.
It blew up. You remember, it was a bomb went off.
Homestead.
And everybody had Homestead.
Homestead.
Yeah, Homestead, and it was showing them popping fireworks. But the irony was the fireworks turned to nuclear war. So it looked like it's 4th of July, but that thing gonna really happen.
Right.
You understand? It's gonna turn to real destruction. It's gonna be real.
Real fireworks.
On the 4th of July, a lot of killing go on. You know what I'm saying? Don't ask me how I know. You know what I'm saying? But you know, when you hear a lot like on that night, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you know what I'm saying? They wait for this night every year. You understand what I'm saying? To get at their ops.
Yeah.
You understand?
They can blend in with the noise. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? And you could it's real distinct. You could tell gunshots from fireworks. You understand what I'm saying? I heard a lot of gunfire.
Yeah. Right.
I heard a lot of gunfire.
Whole lot of gunfire and smoke in there. So it's low visibility outside and people that's doing what they do. So it's a whole lot going on. But also I wanted to talk about real quick about them kids getting arrested. I put a video in there. Labeled it 300. The one right after that picture that Officer Noah posted. Because these kids they unhinged. Cause you giving these kids fireworks are like bombs. You giving these kids, you know what I'm saying, straight bombs, straight artillery.
That's exactly what
and they not understanding, you know what I'm saying, that these things, well, I don't know. But anyway, just play the video and I'm gonna show you the stupidity of these children and it's their parents' fault for not keeping them in check in line. Play that. No, not that. Cause that's who they watching, but the other one. I literally said right after the video, right after the picture that Officer Noah posted.
A teenager.
Yeah, put that on the screen.
Has been charged after fireworks were set off in a packed Toronto bus.
It's not popping. It's not popping.
Oh, damn.
You idiot.
Honestly, come on, right?
So
this happened on Tuesday.
So you can pause that. But it was a little black girl. It was a little black girl. She on the bus thinking it's funny. Cause you know these kids, they be having a fireworks fight, and they be throwing fireworks at each other, shooting Roman candles and stuff like that at each other, shooting poppers at each other and things like that. She got on the bus though with it and let the firework off on the bus, thinking it was gonna be all cool. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing you could have made the bus driver crash.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? You could have gave somebody 3rd, 4th degree burns and things of that nature.
Man, she didn't pick.
Our people are stupid as
She
hell.
didn't pick the little firecracker.
Right.
She picked the thing that you got to
was a
sit
candy.
down and light and
Yeah.
then run away from. She
Right.
picked that. She put that in her hand. and
Yeah,
put it on
because
the
when these kids, when I'm telling you, when they having these fireworks fights, they be taking like the grand finale fireworks. They be taking those and shooting those at each other now. Like 'cause these kids are stupid.
Right.
Now,
Ain't no way.
go to the next video I played because this is what
That's gotta
influenced
be
them. Because now you got these streamers.
Yeah.
They be all on social media now, and this is who the young generation they looking at now, and this is what these streamers are doing in their houses. Play that.
Yeah, I seen this.
I want to do fast festival 25 gifted. Okay. All right. Everybody clap. Clap, y'all. Clap. 25 gifted.
That's Caucacity.
Yeah.
I actually just do that.
I don't even see what people see. Look at this dude. This dude goofy as hell.
So.
I might have crashed out, and I'm sorry.
But hold on, but pause it though. But when you actually watch the is more videos on it. They have whole firework fights, like whole wars with these big old fireworks inside of the house. So now these kids,
That's dumb.
they following them doing the same thing. So now when you having these house fires, you having kids get arrested, you have people blowing their hands off. You know what I'm saying? You see what's being promoted, and it's all retard. No,
Our people are stupid as hell.
That's a word, but unintelligent behavior being promoted.
Boy, ain't no way.
To our youth. And they do things like this, like set off fireworks in the houses, set off fireworks on the bus. They throwing bombs at each other. Can we? Are we gonna go to that dude, the 4 extra dude?
Yeah, but before we go to Proverbs 22 and verse. You know what I want right there.
Let's go.
Proverbs 22, verse 6. Proverbs 22 and verse 6. Cause see, this is a result of bad parenting. You understand what I'm saying? You just letting your kids do whatever. You letting your kids watch whatever. Yeah. You ain't paying no attention to what they doing. Go ahead, read that.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and verse 6.
Read it out.
Train up a child in the way he should go.
Let's go.
And when he is old, he will not depart from it.
You see that? God said we got to train up a child with his law, statutes, and commandments. You understand what I'm saying? If you trained up your child in God's law, statutes, and commandments, guess what? They wouldn't be celebrating the 4th of July. They wouldn't be in the way of accidentally getting their hand blew off or losing an eye or a limb or anything because they will be trained up right. You understand what I'm saying? You will be a better parent with God's law, statutes, and commandments. Right. Your child ain't going to be running around all times of the night getting chased by fireworks, explosive, little bitty explosives. This is how you know our people common sense gone. You understand what I'm saying? You got, how was the age range of them? Them was young teens, right? Young teens.
Our people are
that
stupid
got
as
arrested.
hell.
That's why they wanted to charge the parents.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Our people, man, we got to wake up and we got to come up out of these ways, man, because guess what? It's not profiting our people at all. It was all black children getting arrested. You don't think them white kids was doing that too? Them Caucasites was doing the same thing. None of them got arrested. You understand?
Hey, get Isaiah chapter 3 and get verse 5. Start with verse 5. I'm gonna jump to 12.
Read it out.
Because I know we bring this scripture out a lot, but it's just so befitting. Like the chaos and confusion in our communities, it come from the women and the kids. That's exactly where it come from. Get that, read that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 5.
Let's go.
And the people shall be oppressed, every one by another, and every one by his neighbor. The child shall behave himself proudly against the ancient.
Right, that's these kids. They don't know how to act. They don't know how to handle authority. You go to any of these schools, these kids act all crazy. Keep reading.
And the base against the honorable.
Right, you see that? Now jump to verse 12. Why do they act this way? Who do they learn this behavior from? Who gave them the money to get the fireworks? Who don't get them no curfew? Just let their kid just gad abroad all throughout the city. No curfew. They riding around in their mama car. This all the type of stuff we see. Read what you got.
Verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors.
Read.
And women rule over them.
And the women are the ones that rule over these oppressor kids. Dang. These kids that's running around unruly, starting dumpster fires in downtowns, shooting fireworks into people's cars driving by. Yeah. No training at all. You would think you don't need no training to tell your kid don't shoot a firework into somebody's car. You would think you don't gotta say that, but obviously you do, because our kids have not been taught right. The women ain't been teaching these kids nothing. All them kids, I guarantee you, 85-90% of them kids came from a single mama household.
That's facts.
Keep reading. This is the last part.
Oh, my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err.
The women that rule over our communities, that raise these children, they the ones causing confusion. That's the error. They cause confusion. That's why the kid don't know whether it's right or wrong to shoot a firework into somebody's car. The woman then caused the whole community into error. All confusion. Finish that off.
And destroy the way of thy path.
That's what we see. That's what we see. The unruly woman, because them women, the same women that we played a couple weeks ago that was shooting each other on the grove.
Right.
We just saw they kids the next weekend shooting fireworks at each other. Yep. That's the same thing. They just doing what they see their mamas do. But that's it.
Get that in Sirach real quick. Sirach 7 and verse 23.
Bring it out.
What we looking at is generations without God's law, statutes, and commandments. This is the result. Go ahead, read that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 7 and verse 23.
Let's go.
Hast thou children? Instruct them.
Do what?
Instruct them.
God says if you have children, you must instruct them. Go ahead.
And bow down their neck from their youth.
Meaning they ain't supposed to just have liberty to just run around and do whatever they want to. You have to say no to your children.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You got to be the best. And you know what it be? People be trying to be friends with their kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With their children. You ain't supposed to be best friends with your child. Your child is your child. You're supposed to instruct them. And they're supposed to be listening to your instructions. Read what God said again.
Hast thou children? Instruct them.
No, vote with them. Give them some options to vote, to choose from.
Instruct them.
God said you're supposed to give them orders.
Let's go.
You understand? You're supposed to tell them what's right. You're supposed to tell them what's wrong. You're supposed to tell them what to do and what not to do. That's what God said. Read.
And bow down their neck from their youth.
It's not optional. From their youth. So by the time they get almost close to 20, they already know how to walk. You understand what I'm saying? Because you bowed down their neck. They are used to receiving instructions from you from a baby.
Yeah.
You understand? But that's what we're looking at right now. Children that have been raised without any instructions.
Dang.
They've been watching their sinful parents and they repeating the cycle.
Hey,
Our people are stupid as hell.
You said that parents aren't supposed to be friends with their kids. The reason why a lot of these parents probably feel that way because they damn near the same age as their kids.
Damn.
A lot of these kids' parents are not that old. Damn. You got kids, they 8, 17 years old having kids. They just, when they kid turn 17, when you ain't in your 20s getting into your 30s, you still figuring stuff out. You need instruction still then.
Right.
That's why they act like that.
She had a child when she's 16. You know what I'm saying? Now she's 32. That child's 16, but she's mature. She looks like she's 25. So she getting in the same clubs with her mama now.
Right.
Dang. You understand?
Smoking weed with her mama.
Now she competing with her mama.
She using her mama ID.
Right. And some of these women trying to live through. They looking at their daughter and they seeing how they used to look, and now they trying to live through vicariously through their daughter.
Bring it out.
If you doing that, you got the devil on you, sister, and you need to repent.
Yeah. Trying to teach her game and all that type of, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy.
When you was looking at Isaiah 3:16, it was saying the children oppress and a woman, they which lead thee, the Bible said they which lead thee cause thee to err. Now you might ask yourself, why can't women be leaders? Read Proverbs 8 and 4. Women are not meant to be leaders. And I'm going to say this, and it is what it is. Read that.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 8 and verse 4.
Come on.
Unto you, O men, I call.
Come on.
And my voice is to the sons of man.
So what is that saying? Innately, God's spirit is in who? It's in the man.
Yeah.
Women naturally, they don't have a moral compass. Men have a moral compass. Men tend to think with logic. We know what's right and wrong. Women are always driven by their emotions.
Right.
So look at Timothy's real quick to make this point. Go to Timothy's, 2 Timothy's. We always read 1 Timothy's 2, I think it's 14. Women don't have a moral compass. You understand? That's the point I'm making. Only reason women grow up to be good women is because they had a father in their life or they had some type of male structure. Without that, women would naturally be evil.
Let's go.
That's the point. Watch this.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 14. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression.
You see that? Because they naturally don't have that moral. Adam wasn't deceived. Men are responsible. You understand? We know right from wrong. God put his spirit in us to lead and to have dominion over the earth. That spirit was not instilled in women, and that's the bottom line. You think a woman naturally gonna know right from wrong and you gonna follow her? The Bible said that's what destroy us. Women will never be leaders of the black community. They will never be leaders of the earth. That is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I'm talking about? That ain't your job.
Yeah. Right. Give me Ezekiel chapter 34 and verse 31 just to back you up real quick. Start at 30.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 34 and verse 30.
Come on. Let's
go.
Bring it out.
Thus shall they know that I, the Lord their God, am with them, and that they, even the house of Israel, are my people.
The house of Israel is God's people. Go ahead.
Saith the Lord God.
Read.
And ye my flock, the flock of my pasture, are men.
Or what?
Are men.
Read.
And I am your God, saith the Lord God.
Yeah, that's that. The bomb. All right, man. Y'all got something else on that?
Jeremiah 10, real quick.
Let's go.
Quick. It's the first part of that, because when it comes to these wicked holidays and things like that, is typically the woman always want to be all festive and, you know what I'm saying, all of that, right? And that's and the men chasing the women, you know what I'm saying? So, but watch this, read.
What verse you want?
They got matching 4th of July outfits on.
Damn. Looking goofy as hell out of it.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Get Jeremiah 10, bro.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 and verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Let's go. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
So God said we ain't supposed to learn the way of the heathen. You know what I'm saying? They holidays, things like that, right? Read.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain.
The customs of the people are vain. They go back to what you said earlier, officer. These our children and things celebrating 4th of July, it's unprofitable for our people because as you see, it was only our children being locked up. You know what I'm saying? This shows you every time something bad go on these holidays, it's always our people showing you that it's unprofitable for us to be doing these things. The Lord telling us right here. You know what I'm saying? So repent, learn about the days the Lord told us to reverence and honor, and do that. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Give me that 1 Ezra 4 and 26 because I seen this at the Essence Fest. You understand what I'm saying? I'm talking to a brother. The brother walked by with his wife. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to talk to the brother. You know what I'm saying? He stopped. You know what I'm saying? And we was talking for a minute. And then she heard one thing she didn't agree with. You know what I'm saying? And guess what she did? Let's go. She was like, "Come on, let's go." You know what I'm saying? I'm like, "Yo, aren't you a man? We two men talking right here." You understand what I'm saying? You gonna let her pull you away? You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, read that.
Damn. The book of 1 Ezra, chapter 4 and verse 26. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women.
For who?
For women.
Read.
And become servants for their sake.
A lot of you men have let women turn you into a servant.
Boy, ain't no way.
To where you move to their every becking and call.
Damn.
You understand? God said you have run out of your wits. You have lost your mind if you out here listening to women. That's what God said. Read it again.
Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sake.
Read.
Let's go. Many also have perished.
They have what?
Have perished.
Many died. Read.
Have erred and sinned for women.
How many men we know locked up off of a woman's lie? How many men you know brothers died off of a lie a woman told? You understand? We got stories like that for decades, centuries. You understand? If you in 2025 still listening to a woman, you're an idiot. You dumb as hell. I'm just gonna say it straight. You dumb as hell. Anyway, y'all got something on that?
I do. Hey, I was looking at this yesterday, the dynamic of it, right? When you read 1 Ezra 4 and read verse 1 and 2 real quick.
The book of 1 Ezra, chapter 4 and verse 1.
Come on.
Let's go. Then the second that has spoken of the strength of the king began to say.
Right, he talking about the strength of the king. Our king is Christ. Now this is some heavy stuff. Watch this. Jump to verse 3 real quick.
Verse 3. But yet the king is more mighty, for he is Lord of all these things.
He is Lord of all these things. Come on.
And hath dominion over them.
Right.
And whatsoever he commanded them, they do.
Christ tell us to keep his commandment. We gon' do that, right? Right. This some heavy stuff. So this dude look, he like, okay, so I say this is Christ right here. Now watch this. When you jump down, watch this. Hold on, watch this. Jump down, read verse 6, because we the soldiers of the Lord. Watch this. That's what brothers say, right? Read verse 6.
Verse 6. Likewise, for those that are no soldiers.
That's for those who, if you ain't no soldier of God, you just jump down to verse 7. Here we go.
Verse 7. And yet he is but one man.
Christ, one man. Come on.
If he command to kill, they kill.
Christ said, bring them hither and slay. Come on.
If he command to spare, they spare.
If he say, have mercy on them, we gonna do that. Read.
If he command to smite, they smite.
Come on.
If he command to make desolate, they make desolate.
Come on.
If he command to build, they build.
Right. All these are attributes of what the Lord told us to do, right? Read out. Watch this. Jump down, verse 10. Come on.
Verse 10. So all his people and his armies obey him. Furthermore, he lieth down. He eateth and drinketh and taketh his rest.
He take his what?
His rest.
Watch this. Now watch this. Now that's just think about that. Now that's our Lord Jesus Christ. We say we're supposed to follow Christ. Now watch this. Read verse 12.
Verse 12. O ye men, how should not the king be mightiest, when in such sort he is obeyed, and he held his tongue?
Watch this. Now watch this. The next verse. Now we got Christ in our life, but guess what? Watch this. Read.
Then the third, who had spoken of women and of the truth, this was Zerubbabel, began to speak.
Watch this, because you see brothers say, Christ is my king. But watch, as soon as that woman come into effect, all of that change. That's what you seeing right here. You about to see the transition from a man serving Christ to now a woman stepping in his life. Here we go, read.
O ye men, it is not the great king.
It ain't Christ. Hold on. Christ is who's the king? Christ. Read.
Nor the multitude of men. Neither is it wine that excelleth.
Watch this.
Who is it then that ruleth them?
Don't Christ supposed to rule us? But Zerubbabel said, nah, that ain't what's happening. Read.
Or hath the lordship over them? Are they not women?
Are they not what?
Women?
See that? That dynamic right there? The women are so strong that man will choose a woman over everything Christ told them to do.
So Zerubbabel was in the king's court and he observed what was really going on.
Yes. That's some stuff. I was reading it. That's a heavy dynamic. And Zerubbabel said, nah, these Negroes don't follow the Lord. I'm going to show you who have lordship over them. It's the woman. And you see, but you remember, this go for all men, because you remember the scriptures say in Revelation 14, the ones that will not give unto that woman is the 144. Those the ones who gonna follow Christ. Everybody else, that's another story. That's it.
Right, that's some heavy stuff right there. You understand what I'm saying? Now, let's move on to world news. Let's move on to world news.
Yes, sir.
Because some things, because the 4th of July, or America's Independence Day was the other day. You understand what I'm saying? But also, other things was happening in the earth. You understand what I'm saying? Play get the article.
Ironically.
Yeah, everything's ironically, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it was a coincidence. Ain't no parallels to be drawn or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Let's read that.
What to know about the flash floods in Texas that killed over 100 people?
So, I forgot the area. What area of Texas? Let's just read the article. But flood, Texas, a certain part of Texas got flooded, and zoom in. I can't even see that. And 100 people died so far. Go ahead and play that. Go ahead and read it.
Flash floods in Texas killed more than 100 people over the 4th of July holiday weekend and left others still missing, including girls attending a summer camp. The devastation along the Guadalupe River outside of San Antonio has drawn a massive search effort as officials face questions over their preparedness and the speed of their initial actions.
You see that? So it was this Curryville, Texas. Curryville, Texas. It flooded down there.
Outside of San Antonio.
Yeah, right outside of San Antonio. So everybody know where San Antonio is. You might not know where Curryville that is. It's right outside of San Antonio. You understand what I'm saying? They flooded out there. Go ahead, keep reading.
Here's what to know about the deadly flooding. The colossal weather system that drove it in and around Kerr County and ongoing efforts to identify victims. Massive rain hit at just the wrong time in a flood-prone place. The floods grew to their worst at the midpoint of a long holiday weekend when many people were asleep.
Now you know what?
That's crazy.
Now you know what? Here it is, because the 4th of July fell on a Friday, so everybody was off. So everybody was excited. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had a 3-day weekend across the United States of America, Babylon the Great. You know what I'm saying? They planning a long weekend. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people drowned in their sleep.
Damn. So they was up all night, popping fireworks, eating pork all day, drinking all day, getting drunk as hell, and
screaming white power.
Right. White power. Down with the niggas.
They was drunk in the middle of.
They was saying all of that. And around 2-3 o'clock in the morning, everybody fell asleep now, drunk as hell. And then they all drowned in their damn slumber.
That's crazy. It was a bunch of young girls. It was like a camper. That's what they were saying. It was like a little Girl Scout type thing. And they all went camping. And there was like 23 of them, little white girls. Damn. Gone.
Finish. Is this some more on that? Do they talk about that in there?
Yeah, they talked about it in the beginning of the article.
Go ahead and read that. Let's see what they said about that.
The Texas Hill Country in the central part of the state is naturally prone to flash flooding due to the dry, dirt-packed areas where the soil lets rain skid along the surface of the landscape instead of soaking it up.
You understand what I'm saying? Early morning hours. Those are the hours you are asleep. Most people are sleeping those hours. Go ahead.
After a flood watch notice midday Thursday, the National Weather Service office issued an urgent warning around 4 a.m. that raised the potential of catastrophic damage and a severe threat to human life. By at least 5:20 a.m., some in the Kerrville City area say water levels were getting alarmingly high. The massive rain flowing downhill sent rushing water into the Guadalupe River, causing it to rise 26 feet in just 45 minutes.
Read that again. Say it again. Damn.
Causing it to rise 26 feet in just 45 minutes.
That's fast, man.
Bruh.
That's fast. You couldn't run away from that. There was no getting away from that. You couldn't hop in no car and drive away from that. You couldn't get on a motorcycle and you wasn't getting away from that. You understand? So if you was in the way of those waters, you got it was what it was.
That was the Noah again, the flood.
Right. Give me that in Psalms 68. Let's see. Psalm 68. You know what I'm talking about? 20.
The book of Psalms, chapter 68 and verse 20. He that is our God is the God of salvation. And unto God the Lord belong the issues from death.
You see that? God is responsible for death. You understand? Remember, the first massive death toll was from a flood. You understand? So don't think, you understand what I'm saying, just because maybe you're hearing about floods over here, you heard about floods over there. You understand what I'm saying? This right here, this flood right here, we've been hearing about floods for a few years now. This death toll right here is it's up there.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? And it happened here in America. I don't think I heard this many bodies in the flood.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Outside of a hurricane, and over maybe over there in China somewhere, but just a regular flood from a river. You understand what I'm saying? Over 100 people and counting have died. You understand what I'm saying? Don't sleep on the Lord. The Lord is still plaguing Babylon right now.
Hey, watch this. I just posted something in the Telegram. Well, I'm posting it right now, but real quick, get Genesis chapter 6 and read verse 13. I think that's what I want. I just posted this picture in the Telegram. Now watch this. The Lord, people be thinking the Lord just be forgetting stuff. You know, the world say elephants don't forget. You know, elephants don't forget nothing. No, the Lord don't forget nothing. The Lord don't forget nothing. Man, if the picture already in there, put the picture up. I just knew. I said, it's Texas. It's some small outside town. It's probably a rural town. I said, it's inevitable for this not to have happened in this town. See what the picture say. Read what they say. I just typed in Kernville, Texas hangings. I just wanted to see what happened. Read that.
Researching Kerrville, Texas hangings reveals information about racial violence and vigilantism in the area, particularly related to economic and social tensions.
Right. That's bullcrap. Post down, though. Pull down.
Here's what the provided search results indicate. Racial hostility and mob rule. Racial hostility stemming from the post-slavery social hierarchy led to white men in the Kerrville area taking justice into their own hands through mob rule and lynching.
Do you see that? Keep reading.
The Kerrville Six. 6 black men from Kerrville were victims of vigilante lynching deaths, exacerbated by competition for agricultural, labor, and financial losses from the closing of the Kerrville Fair.
Right. Keep going.
Night riders. Violent night riders were employed against the black community to maintain control.
Right. So, I ain't know nothing. I ain't never heard of Kerrville. But just knowing the evilness of the white man and where this happened took place, I said it's impossible. It's lynchings. There had to have been some lynchings here. This was judgment of the Lord to come flood that evil ass town for what they did. Read that verse. Why? Just like the Lord flooded the earth in the days of Noah because of how people acted, likewise he did with this town. Read what you got.
The book of Genesis, chapter 6 and verse 13.
Let's go.
And God said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence.
With what?
With violence.
That's hangings. That's what they call it, the Black Night mob. That's violence. That's why the Lord had to come flood Kerrville. That's why he flooded the earth. Keep reading.
Through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth.
You see that the Lord say that's how he gonna judge us or people on the earth. He gonna judge with the earth, with the natural disasters on the earth. So that wasn't no coincidence that on 4th of July weekend, the weekend that America celebrate their independence, when they raped and robbed America, and then in this town where they murdered many of black men, that's just only 6 we heard about, that the Lord flooded them when all the conditions had to be peak. They said 26 feet of water in 45 minutes. You can't say that's not God.
Yeah, that's crazy. Get this in Nahum. Nahum 1 and verse 3. Nahum chapter 1 and verse 3. Listen, I like what you said. The Lord don't forget. He don't forget nothing. You understand? Go ahead, read. Nahum, bro.
The book of Nahum, chapter 1 and verse 3. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked.
He will not at all acquit the wicked. He can just run a flood through any town in America. You understand what I'm saying? It's water, it's rivers and lakes and streams everywhere. All he got to do is just add a little rain to it. You understand? That's great power.
Bring it out.
You understand? Go to Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and read verse 14.
Let's go.
Read out. Read verse 16, I think. Come on, read.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3 and verse 16.
15.
Verse 15. That which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been.
Come on.
And God requireth that which is past.
God required what?
That which is past.
Everything that they did to us in the past, the Lord is gonna judge them for. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't nobody getting away with nothing.
Hit the bomb!
The officer just brought out the hangers that they were doing out there in Curtisville? Kerrville. Guess what? The flood came through. Right. To sweep away the wicked.
That's right.
Wicked ain't gotta be necessarily no full grown adult. It could be kids too. It is what it is. We read earlier that all of the issues of death belong to the Lord. So if somebody died, the Lord sanctioned it.
Bring it out.
Don't get mad at me. I'm just reading the Bible. Just one more verse. Give me that in Deuteronomy 32 and 39. Come on.
The book of Deuteronomy.
Because you know the white people that's watching, you know what I'm saying, they mad right now. They watching they on everything we post, trying to catch us up in our words and try to say anything and highlight anything that they deem to be negative. We don't give a damn what you deem to be negative or evil. We care about what God says is negative and evil. And that's you and your soul. All your people's souls are wicked according to God. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32 and verse 39. See now that I, even I am he, and there is no God with me.
Let's go.
I kill.
Who kills?
I kill.
God kills. Go ahead.
And I make alive.
God decides who lives. Go ahead.
I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
And once the Lord sanction it, it happens. Ain't nothing nobody can do to stop it. They can't create no nuclear missile and shoot it up in the heavens and shoot at God. They can't do it. You understand?
I just like the it's like good storytelling. I like reading the article when they say right when everybody was asleep. In the wee hours of the morning, that's when the Lord came. You can't tell me that ain't God. The scriptures say, right? The scriptures say He shall come like a thief in the night. Don't nobody expect. Everybody sleep. They half drunk and hungover, and that's when the Lord came.
And you know what? They probably was. You know when they probably was dreaming.
Wasted. Right? They dreaming.
They was dreaming about it first. Then they woke up and it was reality. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know you hear water. You know you sleep. You still hear stuff. They probably was hearing water. They probably was thinking they was swimming
at
and stuff.
the beach.
You know what I'm saying? There's the water walk there.
They thought they was at the beach.
Woke up, that was doo-doo water.
Damn.
It was a whole tree coming for him.
Yeah.
Hey, but you know what the black Christian is doing right now?
Oh Lord.
They saying pray for Kerrville.
Lord.
Pray for Kerrville, Texas. You know, keep the families of the victims in your hearts. Right. We ain't doing that.
Right, they did the same thing when they had got that bad tornado in Joplin, Missouri.
Right, yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
racist town.
Right, the most racist towns, like, because the history was already brought out. They already brought out that Officer Noah posted the article. Kerrville has a history of torturing and terrorizing black people. Mm-hmm. But the Negro been taught to turn the other cheek doctrine and been taught to, as much as the white man brutalizes, to still have unconditional love for the white man. But this is what the Lord told us how our mentality is supposed to be. Wisdom of Solomon 18:7. This is what the black Christian pastor should be teaching his congregants about the situation. Read that.
The book of the wisdom of Solomon, chapter 18 and verse 7.
Read.
So of thy people was accepted both the salvation of the righteous and destruction of the enemies.
So who is the black man's enemy in 2025? Newsflash, Negro, it's the Caucasian man, the Caucasoid, the Edomite, according to the Bible. That's our enemy. So the Lord said it was both except the salvation of the righteous and the destruction of the wicked. Because you got to remember, Bible history. In order for the Lord to redeem the Israelites from Egypt, he had to kill the Egyptians.
Yeah.
He had to smite and utterly destroy the land of Egypt. And guess what? And God said, don't cry about it. Keep reading. Read verse 8.
Verse 8. For wherewith thou didst punish our adversaries.
Because the black man's adversary is the white man. You know what I'm saying? You can't get past that. I know the white Christian, the black Christian, he tries to skate past that. But no, they have been our adversaries since we got over here to this land. So read.
For wherewith thou didst punish our adversaries, by the same thou didst glorify us, whom thou hast called.
So that's so we get our glory in what? Our enemies being destroyed. So instead of crying and shedding tears and keeping Becky in your heart, hey, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. God's will is being done because like the officer brought out, the Lord don't forget all the crimes of the wicked. He keep all those things in records, and he give a little bit of judgment every now and then before the great judgment is to come. So hey, thank God that what? You still got a chance to repent and be on the good side of God and be on that side of salvation.
Yeah, what city is Kerrville. You know, they was hanging out people and then going to church that Sunday.
Right.
Sending up prayers. You understand what I'm saying? So, it is what it is.
Well, ain't no way.
You understand what I'm saying? All right. That's our show for today. Take it away, officer.
Hey, so y'all know what's going down. Hey, help us preach this gospel and spread this gospel worldwide so we can get up out of this place. So we don't got to worry about no more 4th of Julys and no more Christmas and no more pagan holidays. We can be keeping God's feast days in our land. So go ahead and donate. The link is right there, the QR code. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. IUIC St. Louis, IUIC St. Louis 2.0. Subscribe to both of them. We on all our social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, X, Facebook, and we also got a Return of the Gods channel on TikTok as well. Hey, make sure you subscribe and like, comment, and share, and help us reach this gospel worldwide. Donate to the Booster Club. Hey, we trying to go home, y'all. We tired of being up in this white man's land. It is what it is. So with that, we say shalom, Most High in Christ bless.
Yeah.